Welcome to Franchise Mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement of the NFL Red Zone channel and mash it into Madden. All the key moments of the game, right at your fingertips. Jump into the key 2-minute drives at the end of the half or when your team makes it into the red zone. It's dynamic, it's brand new, and it's the fastest way to play Madden. Now that you have more control of the action on the field, we've added meaningful ways to game plan against your opponent. Carefully selected from your opponent's play call tendencies, install an offensive and defensive game plan that will help you shut down even the strongest of foes. Exploit Sherman's vaunted cover 3. Take out Rodgers' deep passing game or swagger with your own run game. The decisions you make with your game plans will be impactful and powerful. Off the field, we have doubled down on the amount of control you have with big coaching decisions. Sign and re-sign players with more feedback. Trade and cut players with ease. Take risk with more authentic injuries. And set your season goal for big rewards or a big pink slip. We've even included some of the most requested features from the community with the addition of the practice squad, full player editing, and
everybody singing, every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, you're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you planned in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now.
No, we're gonna break up. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing, every word to every song of the girl that's singing.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're.
Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Yeah, we all the same cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink.
An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected. Each week you can focus train 3. Once you have made your game plan and focus player decisions, choose.
When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing, every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, your buzz blowing it up, it's going all night long. When the lights come on.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you gotta keep it up.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Green. Blue 45. Blue 45. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Green. Green 90. Green 90. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Green 90. Green 90.
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a hold in the darkness of the night. And when I stray, show me my place. You are my shelter, baby, let me feel your light.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
One foot in a deep revival, another one going in the fire. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to give it up now. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to give it up now. This aching pain when you're away.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Packers going up against the Jaguars. With that, I get to say hello for the first time to our new commentators this year, as I'm privileged to welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, the privilege is ours as we welcome our viewers inside Everbank Field here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And partners, we look a little closer at these two teams. The Packers last year went from 12 wins down to 10. Meanwhile, the Jags, another disappointing season at 5-11.
But management has shown incredible patience, and they believe it's going to be rewarded this season. They think that...
Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at... Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Finding time. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That's caught at the 2. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him, because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has. Maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
They begin the drive with Lacey. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Again, it's Lacey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Partner, the one concern I had about Eddie Lacy coming out of Alabama, was weight, and it became a concern for Green Bay in 2015.
Yeah, he was up over 260 pounds. Disappointing 2015. Looks a lot better, doesn't it?
A lot better, and when he's lean, oh boy, is he a heck of a runner. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency past it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He'll look to set up his blockers. Spinning past him. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick of the 2014 draft, the 3rd-year quarterback, Blake Bortles.
A very confident young man who continues to develop, and he's carried the Jaguars' offense along with him. They really got better over the last half of 2015. Has to cut down on the number of turnovers, though, if they want to make that next jump through 18 interceptions in 2015.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the box that's highlighted is for Hurns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hurns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, T.J. Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
I don't think so.
Green 39.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Bortles now on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 43 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. That's the first touchdown catch of the season for Robinson. He and Bortles, they had quite a 2015, 14 touchdown grabs for Robinson last year.
So you'd have to say that this is the first of the season, as you mentioned. They're expecting way more than that, and now they set the standard from the previous year.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Prince Amukamara is a former first-round cornerback who's looking to become king.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Rodgers going to give to Lacy on the draw. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. Plenty of scoring here already. More from Jacksonville after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Lacey hit. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Look at the spin. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up the touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy.
Watch eight. Ready, green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Lee. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll give the Jags a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Ready, green 90.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Green 39.
Now Bortles again. Flushed out right. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And it's 21-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in this play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got three down.
They start to drive on the ground with Lacey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Jaguars...
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make? He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Green 90. Green 90.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to let it go again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come up in an offset eye.
Green 90.
Bortles will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 15 yards there for number 15.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Blue 45.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
On the counter, it's Yeldon. That's strong running. The loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
To throw is Rodgers. Surveying the field. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The 10th-year man from linebacker U, Paul Posluszny, in there to drop him with his 1st sack of 2016. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. It's caught. Nelson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
10 yards still left on second down. Back to the air on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And give them a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Illegal forward pass. Offense. That penalty is declined.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Yeldon. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now Bortles. He may try and run for this. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try to run with Ivory. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw on second down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One back is Lacey. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jacob Shum now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. And not a good performance by them or by their offense, for that matter. Just hasn't been a good game.
And it's real easy at this point to point fingers. Hey, you guys didn't get a whole lot done today. Didn't give us much of a cushion. But the truth of the matter
you so damn loud? Take them fucking headphones off.
It says whatever your offense gives you, you're supposed to allow 1 point less. So they're going to feel like they let them down as well.
Yeah, I guess fingers could be pointed on both sides. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Bortles going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and he'll just get rid of it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Jags grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.